this would be the best spot. After we closed on the land, the next step was to get the house pad and driveway put in. And I hired Chris Carroll to do this. He did a great job and it cost me about $4,000. The only thing is that I wish I wasn't so stubborn and I listened to him about making the house pad bigger and using blue rock instead of red cinder, because I ended up having to pay him to come back later to do that.
My new employee. As long as she doesn't kill me, she's hired.
How do I...
Push into it. Now heel. Yep. Stay on the road.
After it was cleared, it was time to set my foundation blocks, and Chris connected me with this guy who I ended up hiring. So we dug 3-foot holes, filled them with rock, and then cemented the pier blocks into the ground. And this was an interesting experience. He ended up hitting me in the head with a tamp, and in the next clip you can see my forehead getting swollen.
Is this the last one?
This is hard.
Yep. But you're getting it. It's looking good. It's all right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You shouldn't stand across from the person. And sometimes if you pull too hard towards yourself, you'll also splatter yourself. So just be mindful if it's really wet and you have a hard pull towards yourself. But yeah, it's looking really good.
Watching these back, I can't believe we did this by hand, and I definitely I should have just bought a concrete mixer. That would have made it so much easier. But onwards and upwards. Yeah! Around the first 2 years of building, I really didn't get all that much accomplished because I was still living in a house in town, and then I would have to drive up here with all my tools and everything and work. And I didn't have my helper anymore because I didn't want to risk any more injuries. So it was just kind of myself doing this bit by bit, not really knowing what I was doing. I did find a guy on Instagram who had a hexagon house posted, so I messaged him and offered him $50 to meet me at a cafe and help me make my materials list for everything, and just kind of picked his brain, and he told me what I needed to do. He tried to explain 16 on center to me, but I didn't understand until after my plywood was not fitting on my floor. You see, 16 on center basically means you put each beam every 16 inches, so your 4-foot plywood will line up perfectly with your beams. But I didn't do that, and then as I went to go put them in, I just randomly popped a piece of plywood on the floor, and so I ended up having to cut every single one of them to size, which was very annoying, but I got it done. Here's what most of my days looked like in the beginning stage. It was a very slow process, as you can see, but I knew I just had to do one step after the next, and anything that I didn't know how to do, I would just look up on YouTube. And as the great Christy Wolf once said, everything is figure-outable. I kind of wish I had chosen a bit of an easier structure to build as a first-time builder. I don't know why, I just needed a hexagon house, which it's will turn out great, but I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew, and that's why it took me so long. But the design of the house I actually just drew on Google SketchUp, and from there I just had to work backwards and see exactly what size of every piece of wood was, where does each wall go, and so that kind of made it easy for me. It was almost like having a Lego map and putting the pieces together, or if you had a sewing pattern and it tells you how big you're supposed to cut every piece and then where you're going to sew it together. It's kind of the same thing, but with wood and nails. Even if you don't have a house or land, you can currently start designing your dream tiny house on Google SketchUp, and it's very easy. You just draw it, basically. In these clips, I am putting together the walls for my bathroom. I knew I wanted to have my bathroom finished first because I wanted to move onto the land and be able to live there while I was building, and I really needed to have a shower and a bathroom to do that. Thankfully, at this point, I understood what 16 on center meant, so I was building my walls in the correct manner. And I believe this was the wall for my bathroom, and I made it a little bit shorter than 8 feet because I wanted there to be a little bit more headspace in my loft. Now, you may think that I just love to work in the rain, but that is not the case. It just rains almost every single day here, so if I wanted to get this accomplished, I had to work in the rain. It rains about 150 inches a year here. But it is good in the future because I will be harvesting my rainwater and using it for my household. You gotta kind of have like a gentle hand. Oh my god. I'm very grateful to my friends who came out and helped me when I didn't have anyone to help me. And I think that Emily and Allie had helped me lift the bathroom walls because they were pretty heavy and I wasn't able to do that by myself. And then once I had my bathroom walls lifted, I am now building the walls for my loft. Built the loft walls, 2 of the side walls today, and then cut the rest of the wood for the roof. Should be putting up the roof on the, loft and roof on the bathroom tomorrow. Woo. Today I'm working on my roof and my water catchment system. Right now I'm working on moving it from here a little bit closer to my house right here, because I think I decided that I want to do a dry catchment system instead of a wet one, and so I'd have to dig a little bit of a shorter trench for my plumber. So yeah, I'm in the middle of doing that right now, and hopefully I can get started on the gutters today too. much these past couple days, but I have been hard at work. I have been cutting out the roof panels. I managed to get up one of the plywood sheets by myself. Ellen helped me with the other one. She and a couple of my other friends have been a huge help. And I've done, my gutters are done, and I'm just working on the PVC into my rainwater catchment right now, and I'm putting the last piece in, and then I can start collecting rainwater, which is pretty cool. Be able to shower and use the restroom. And one day I'll be able to filter and drink it. So here we go, my last piece. You gotta put on this purple stuff first. I think it's a primer or something. I should be wearing gloves, but it's hard to find them right now. And I used all of my other ones. Supposed to do it nice and neat like this, but I haven't really been doing the best job of that. So inside both with the purple, and then we got the, it says PVC cement to go inside. I'm planning on spray painting all these PVC pipes a color, so even though I did get the purple stuff a lot on the other pieces, I'm not too worried about it yet. And then you twist, and then you hold it for like 20 seconds or something. Feels pretty good. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this piece in, and then I'll give you a view from how it's looking. Here's the view from my backyard, I guess, facing the bathroom. So those will be jalousie windows, shower, bathtub, vanity, toilet, loft, and there's my catchment, and I think I'll have my solar somewhere else. Building my stairs was one of the first super satisfying parts of the build, because once I had them done, I didn't have to physically hoist myself up to get on top of the structure. And it was also important to do before I moved on the land, so I could have an easy access to be able to go to the bathroom. I think I'm going to have a full video of doing the stairs and also the little cement pad that you see me connecting it to, that Ellen helped me pour, which we did by hand. It was a lot of work, but look how beautiful my stairs are. I'm so proud of myself. Aloha! Today I'm going to be trying to cut this piece of wood at an angle. Since I am building a hexagonal house instead of a square house, there's some interesting angles, and for this piece I have to cut it like that all the way down. And I have a power tool that I could use, but you know, power tools are kind of scary sometimes, so I'm going at it with the saw and then getting them out with my hatchet. So it's gonna take me a long time to do this. I don't really want to do this. But this is the next step. So this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take me probably like a half an hour. So I thought we'd time lapse it. So I finished the first one. It actually took me about 2 hours, and my back hurts really bad. So little pieces I cut out. One more to go. Yay. That might have to wait till tomorrow though. Ooh, baby. Let me go get a straw. Yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I'll try the other one tomorrow.